Let's go ahead and take a look at the solutions to the assignment. So in this first case, we're going to have to go ahead and use our rational root theorem, knowing that lead coefficient's 1. So P is 12. Let's write its factors. Okay, Q, good news, everybody, it's 1. That makes it easy. Let's list our possible solutions, which will be just P, the plus and minus of these. Okay, remember now our answers, at least one's going to come from that list. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little synthetic division. I'm going to drop down my coefficients, and it looks like they're all there. Nothing's missing. And let's see what number from that list will work to give us a remainder of 0. And I think that I am going to try a -1. And that works. So let's go back up. What was the degree of this? It was 4. Let's write the depressed polynomial. So it'd be 1x cubed, 3x squared, plus 4x, plus 12 equals 0. Now, I'm thinking that might be able to be solved by factoring with grouping. Let's go ahead and try it. Let's factor out an x squared. And now let's factor out a 4. Yeah, this is going to work. Definitely is going to work. Let's regroup it. There's the common factor of x plus 3, and then x squared plus 4 is left over. We could go ahead and solve those. So x plus 3 is one factor. -3 is an answer. X squared plus 4 is another. Move that 4 to the other side. Square root (2i). I'm ready to write my solution, so I'm going to write it as a solution set. All right, now what was the first number we used? It was -1. I see we have a -3, then we have a 2i, and a -2i. That's 4 values. What's the degree of the original polynomial? It's 4. That makes sense. 4 solutions. On to number 16. Let's go ahead and look at this carefully. I'm noticing there's an x to the 4th term missing, by the way. We're in luck. That coefficient's a 1. All right, let's get our rational root theorem going. So let's get the factors of 20. There they are. Q is 1. Makes it easy. Let's go ahead and list all possible rational numbers that are solutions. And it's just going to be the P values, positives and negatives. All right. Now remember, you look back at that original problem. That function has a missing x to the 4th term. So when we do our synthetic division, this will be for the x to the 5th. There is no x to the 4th. A -20x to the 3rd, 20x squared, a -21x, and a 20. Okay. which number from the list will work to give us a negative 20 in that spot and a 0 remainder. Let's try 1. It works. Let's write the depressed polynomial. Original is the 5th power. Let's take it down to the 4th. Okay. You're going to have a hard time doing that one unless you do some more synthetic division. So let's think about that. Okay, so we need to, sorry for the interruption, we need to drop down these coefficients, and none are missing now. What number will give us a plus 20 over there and a remainder of 0? Go back to the original list. I'm going to try a negative 5. That'll work. I'm going to write the depressed polynomial down to x cubed. Will this be able to be solved by factoring? Let's take a good look. I think grouping will work. Okay, everybody, let's factor out an x squared. Now I got to show you something. There's technically, let me use a blue pen here, a 1 right there. And that's important because there is no greatest common factor. Oops. So when you write this out, that 1 is needed for grouping. Greatest common factor is x minus 4. And then you have x squared plus 1 left over as the other factor. So that's why it was important to use that 1. We are ready to get these answers. This one will be 4. This factor, we're going to need to move the 1 to the other side. Take a square root. Square root of 1 is 1, right? But there's a negative in there. So we have an I. Let's go back up to the original problem. That was the 5th power. We got 5 solutions we need to write. All right, well, let's go back through them. Let's see what we have. So the first synthetic division gave us 1 and then negative 5. You can write these in any order. And that's see x equals 4 above, and then an I and a negative I. And that, if you count it up, is 5 answers. And that's the answer to the homework.